Post-run thoughts. I just finished a easy 5 miler, and it was so easy. Pace was around 7:38. I'm supposed to keep it at 7:45. No faster than for my easy day, but it was comfortable. I felt like I was barely picking my feet up. I almost thought all my four watches were lying to me because based on how my feet is moving, it felt so easy and so much slower than how fast the watch was saying. But I'm struggling with figuring out how to be consistent with a certain pace. I just want to be able to keep, like, if the goal was for, let's say today was 7:38, like I'm around 7:35, 7:36, 7:38, but I'll be like a 7:11, and then I try to slow down a little bit, even though I'm comfortable. It goes to 7:51, so that's what I'm struggling with right now. I'm changing things up again just to get my kickback, but I don't know. I don't the answer. I can't figure it out, but. Roberta Griner, who's been helping me, I did a workout with her. She is so good. Like when I was behind her for a 2 mile run, when we were doing the 2 mile workout after the warm up, we were able to keep it at 6:30 consistently, and I was right behind her. But I felt so effortless, and my stride wasn't as aggressive, and it was so slow, and I couldn't even believe how fast we were going based on my stride because it felt effortless. But if I was by myself, I felt like I would have needed more energy, more power to drive to get to that pace, and I can't figure that out by myself. And I do really believe if I had a good pacer for any distance, race or not, or just going all out, I really believe I would crush it. Because when I was going with her, she knew her cadence. I was just mimicking her stride and her cadence, so I don't overstride or understride. It was just, I could have done that. I felt like I could have done that for 10 miles, feeling really good, like an easy run. But yeah, that's what I'm struggling with right now. I'm not mad about it, but I'm just trying to figure it out. That's all. Post-run thoughts. Another run day. Today, half mile in, I saw my current coach, boyfriend, and I stopped, chat with him a little bit, and I explained my struggle. And he's like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. When you're with people, it's easier to go off of. But having that conversation with him, as soon as I left to continue for 5 miles, I started telling myself, instead of saying, Hellah, you can't. Just know that you're struggling with it. It doesn't mean that you can't figure it out. Because think about it. All the stuff that I've been through for the last 5 years, I figured it out. Whether that was with running or something else, I figured it out. Even if it took 5 years for me to be this comfortable with running, for me to feel like I can run forever, even if it's slow. So I started talking to myself throughout the whole run. And I was basically saying, you know what, you'll figure it out. Whether that's today or tomorrow or 5 years from now, and as long as I know that I want to be better, I'll get there. I just have to trust the process, and I also have to believe in myself. And I gotta listen to myself sometimes, because I always say, believe in yourself, and sometimes I forget about that. So today I told myself, I'm believing in myself. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm excited for tomorrow's run. It's a workout with some 800 repeats, 400 repeats after a warm up, and then after that a cool down. So I'm going to do my best to stay consistent with a certain pace that I'm supposed to tackle. That's what was running through my mind today. Today's run thoughts. I was so excited about today's run. As soon as I saw it for the week, a little workout, and it was exciting because it was repeats. So I had a 2 mile warm up and 6 800-meter repeat, following with 1 minute and 30 seconds between recovery, jog in between. So me being me, I'm used to like the quick burst of speed. I feel like that's my strongest asset, and for those kind of distance. And I couldn't stop thinking about running today. When I got out there, oh boy, I was humbled immediately after the first, and I was thinking to my head, I still got to do 5 of these after the first one. And then I had another 3-minute jog after I finished those 6 into a 400-meter repeat, 4 of them with 1 minute in between. But I started saying, positive, be positive, be positive, just doing your best. And I think I did well. I really did, but I thought I was going to go absolutely crush this thing, because I'm like, ooh, I get to jog in between. I'm powerful. I can kick it for that short distance. I don't have to go a mile with it, just 800. That's nothing. But I got humbled real quick. The run was like, sit down, Hellah. But yeah, it's part of it, and I enjoyed it. And sometimes you gotta get humbled, and I'm okay with that. It's been happening with me with this whole run journey. So as long as I'm trying, that's what was in my head today. I was like, today the word was humble yourself, boy, or I will humble you. So, yeah. Today, I don't really remember much. I got out cold, foggy morning, and I just remember getting to mile 3 and turning back around, rapid home, because I know I have 6 for today's run. And then next thing you know, I'm around the corner by my house, and I'm like, what? We're already here? And I just remember one song playing the whole time. Other songs that came on, I have no clue what it was. It was all a blur. I was numb to today's run. That was it. Today's run, I knew it was going to be interesting in a fun, weird way because we're in Cape Cod. It is hilly here and it's windy. We're right on the water. And as I got out there, I'm thinking my pace needs to be at 7:45 and I got to try to keep it at that. But it was so hard to do that. And I wanted to stay at that consistency because I want to have a feel for it. As I'm saying, I'm trying to work on having a consistent pace. And boy, today's run really felt like I was doing a workout like yesterday with the hills and the wind, and even keeping a 7:51 average felt like the effort was much harder. And I got lost also because I'm at a new place and I'm trying to remember all these streets, make a right, make a left, and come back. And guess what? I ended up connecting with the same road, looping around, and I was so confused. I didn't know how to reverse it back. So I said, let me stay in the same area that I remember and take it back because we got to get to a wedding later today. I don't want to waste much time. And one point, my shoelace got untied, and the old Hellah never used to stop for his run. He would just say, forget this, let's just keep going. I've changed a lot as a runner, and I used to think to myself, if you stop, you gotta reset it, you gotta do all, but so many things that made me evolve and grow mentally and physically. And I stopped all my watches, obviously 4 of them, and as soon as I was done tying my lace, it took maybe 30 seconds. I started all my watches, and I just said, I hear the ding, and I just started going. And as I'm getting closer to the house, I'm like, okay, or to the hotel, I'm like, this is exciting, this is awesome. And I stopped my run. Finally, I looked at my watches. Guess what? One of the watches didn't start. And 3 of them were going. See, it's good to have plenty of watches, y'all. So I was happy. And it's my main one that I usually post my run on that kept going. The Garmin stopped. Apple and Wahoo kept going, so which is good. I'm exhausted, and I felt like I just got beat up. But party time! Legs were heavy today. I blame it on the almost 5-hour drive from Cape Cod here and having moved, and also the Mother Nature hill wind workout I had yesterday. I foam rolled a little bit before I went out, and then I decided to go for it thinking that this is going to be miserable, but actually it wasn't too bad. And I kept it at 4 miles even though 6 was what's on the schedule. There's a lot of travel going on. So feeling good today, and I just saw something really sad that kept me having a perspective with anything I'm going to keep going through in life and keep going with whatever I have to deal with. I just noticed on social media, I saw on Twitter before I left that Dwayne Haskins, the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, got hit by a car and died at the age of 24. So I was just like, what do I have to complain about? Heavy legs, who cares? You know, any little things that I deal with just personally is just, it's not that big of a deal because I'm alive today. So that's what was running through my mind as I was running. Yeah, it was a beautiful run because I got to run. That's about it. Austin, Texas, we're here. So last night landed and I was trying to figure out where I'm gonna run, and the area that I'm familiar with is downtown, which is about 15 minutes away from here. So the plan was to get up and go run over there and then go at a comfortable flatter terrain because over here is very hilly. So I got up, I'm out of breath, took one of the cars and I started driving out, and I see these hills and I'm just like, well, I'm wasting time, I gotta go find parking. And I said, plus today is Sunday push day. Sunday push day for me could be anything. It could be an easy day, a 10-minute of meditation, but for me it's a run. It doesn't have to be hard. But today was a perfect way to even push for Sunday push day because I had a 12-mile progression run, and I decided to say, what the heck? It's about the effort. If I don't meet my pace in the progression run, as long as the effort's there. So I decided to come park the car back and went out there, and boy, I gained about 1,000 feet in elevation from New Jersey, around 200 to 300 per run. So it really was Sunday push day. My fastest split was 6:30. I was supposed to keep the progression average around 6:30 and 40, but that was just a split, and I ended up coming at 6:58 for the progression. But I'm dead, and I am happy because I was gonna cheat myself, not anyone else, by trying to go look for something flatter. So I just faced what was given to me today, which was the hills and the wind here in Austin, Texas. So y'all, get your Sunday push day in.